Welcome, you guys. Today we're doing a really special practice. We're doing a practice to heal the root places, the places deep inside of us as women that we have forgotten about or neglected, but are hungry for healing, hungry for light, hungry for our attention. So I want to begin by offering you this scripture, because it's a beautiful one. And it is our prayer, and it is the truth. So it's 139, Psalms 139, 5-14. You hem me in, behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it. Where shall I go from your spirit? Or where shall I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, and the light about me be night, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as bright as the day, for darkness is as light to you. For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it well. So in your simple sitting posture, close your eyes. Bring your hand to your heart and to your belly. Thumb resting over your belly button, palm really deep into your womb. And just begin to breathe. Link the mind to the breath, knowing that the breath, the spirit, goes before us, bringing light to all the dark places. So feel in your spine a current of light, a current of love, running all the way from the heavens into the crown, down to the spine, deep into the sacrum and the whole pelvic bowl, the root places, right here beneath our right palm. Breathing light and love, and inviting the healing power of God, the breath of God, to fill these forgotten places, to fill these wounded places with light and love. And just consent in faith to the healing work of the Spirit. You don't have to feel anything happening. You don't have to know how it happens. But this is the work of faith. And we just consent to the work of the Spirit in us. And we come to our mat for this practice to heal the root. Right here, the root places deep in our pelvic bowl as women. Knowing there's so much freedom for us, waiting for us. Joy is in us, waiting to be reborn. So I invite you now to come to standing. And we're going to do something that may seem a little crazy, but I ask you to trust me. And we're going to do some shaking. So there's actually a lot of wisdom in Taylor Swift's song, Shake It Off. So just start bouncing, start moving your arms, start just being really loose through the shoulders, and shake, because our body needs it. Our body needs this motion, this crazy, fun motion of shaking. You can plant your feet and just stay really strong through the legs and shake through the hips, shake through the ribs, shake through the arms and the shoulder girdle. You can focus just on your hands and get your head into it, just a little nod. You can focus on your wrist and your chicken arms. Just keep shaking for 2 minutes. You can move back to the legs and do the little football run, shaking through the shoulders. And what this is doing is that it's just encouraging any old, stale, stagnant energy to get moving. Because once it gets moving, it's a lot easier to release. So anything that's stuck down there low, shake through the hips. Just invite it to come up. And be with the breath. You can close your eyes and just have fun. Turn on some music that you love and just shake. Bring the arms. Release. Inhaling, release. And if you don't think you're going to scare anyone, then start bringing some sound in it. So if you don't have neighbors close by or your kids, just, they know you. They know you're crazy anyway. So you can just start making some noises. Just inhale and with every exhale, see if you can make a little bit of noise. Get your voice into it. Just like that, you guys. I'll go out before you. I'll be the crazy one. I'll be the one on your screen making crazy noises. So you can just say you're following along. Inhale, exhale. And just shake it off. Use your voice. You guys, this is healing the root place. Believe me, there's so much inside of us that is just needing to get out. With our breath, with our sound, with this movement of shaking. All right, let's come down to our tabletop. So we did our shaking. We can work on bringing more freedom to our shaking. I hope you get crazy with that shaking. Just turn on your favorite rock music, your favorite pop music, and shake it off. And then come down into tabletop, finding a strong tabletop, drawing your whole torso up into the back body to support your lower back, and just sway back and forth. Close your eyes here. Go inward here. Be with your breath here. Keep drawing the breath down, down, down. You're leaving the realm of thinking and you're entering into the realm of spirit. Imagining this light that runs all the way from the crown of your head down through the spine, into the sacrum, and all the way into the pelvic bowl. Nice. And then cat-cows, open on the inhale, open up through the collarbones, lifting the tail. And then exhale, draw the tail between the legs, rounding through the back. Inhale, smile through the collarbones, lifting the chin, maybe swaying the hips back and forth. And exhale, tuck the tail, round the back, chin towards chest. Inhaling. And exhaling one more time. Make this organic. You can move in a circle as you're cat-cowing. Just press out to the outer edge of your circumference. Just imagining this circle of light around you that you get to explore with your whole body. Your hips, your ribs, your shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. And then shifting directions. Keep with the breath. Just consent to the work of the breath, the work of the spirit. Bringing your mind to the root places, all the way down, in to your belly, deep into your belly, deep into the pelvic bowl. And exhale, come into hero's pose. So heroes, you can sit on your heels or you can open up the calves and sit all the way down to connect the sits bones to the earth. Wherever is truly most comfortable for you. And if you have a block or a blanket, you can choose to sit on that. Wherever you're at, bring your right palm under your left and just sit here for a moment. And here's the blessing. The blessing is that the Father and the Son say, "We love you, child." The Father and the Son say to you, "We love you, child." And the Spirit says, with every breath that you take, "We love you, child." In your own heart and your own bones, they say, "We love you, child." And your own mother and your own father, the most redeemed versions of who they are, they say to you, "We love you, child." And your blood and your breath, they say together, "We love you, child." So holding this knowing, breathing this knowing that you are loved, supremely loved, breathe that truth all the way down in between the sits bones, to the earth of you, to the ground of you, to the root place of who you are as a woman, the beginning place, the original essence place, the place where we are reborn, where we give birth, where we create, where we feel passion and desire and vitality. Breathe into this place. Nice. And then inhaling, shifting forward, coming into all fours, and then exhaling, press back into downward dog just briefly. We're just transitioning. Downward dog here, and then walk, hop, or step into malasana. So feet out wide, hips sinking low, chin, chest lifting. Breathing in here. Breathing all the way into the root place, light running through the crown of the head, all the way from the heavens, crown of the head, spine, root place. Pouring light and love and breath into the pelvic bowl. And then take a seat. Roll back on your back. Oh, that feels good. That's fun. And then plant your feet, knees bent. And I'm going to ask you to trust me on this. We're going to do some pelvic pulsing. And it's just this, just really light bouncing on the sacrum. And yes, it's a good workout for your glutes. If you press down into your mat, it's going to work the glutes and the thighs. So this is your excuse for doing this crazy motion. But what we're really doing is loosening up the stagnant and the stale energy in our pelvic bowl. So we're getting it, just loosen it up, shifting things around. And it's just these really light pulses on the sacrum. And then we can rest the sacrum on the ground and draw figure eights with our hips. So we're just shimmering our hips as the sacrum is planted on the earth. And then we can go back to just gentle pulses. These pelvic pulses, just lightly tapping the sacrum onto the mat. And just little bounces, really gentle here. Breathing into the place, the deep root places. And then resting the sacrum, creating the figure eights with our hips. And keep breathing light and spirit and love and healing into this deep place of our being that has long been forgotten, but stores so much of our hidden power and potential and joy. So we're awakening this area up. One more time, pelvic bounces, pelvic pulses. And if it helps, you can exhale out the mouth. And hip swivels. Good job, you guys. And let's come into recline cobblers. And so feet together, palms to palms of the feet, knees out wide. We're going to place one hand on our belly, one hand on our heart, and just breathe. Stay with the breath, linking the mind on the breath, and just consent to the work of the Spirit. Give permission to the Spirit to heal the root places, bringing the light of our awareness down, down, down into our pelvic bowl, into our womb. And just breathe with love right here. Relax your jaw. Let your Eyes sink deep into their socket and just hear this blessing. The Father and the Son say, "We love you, child." Your breath, your heart say, "We love you, child." The Spirit says, "We love you, child." The most redeemed version of your earthly mother and father, they say together, "We love you, child." In your womb, this mothering place within you says to you, "I love you, child." So here, in this rest, feel really loved and held. And you can stay right here. Or if you'd like to come into Savasana, go slowly. Bend your knees and extend one leg at a time without knocking anything over. And come into deep rest. This is your permission and time to rest, knowing you just did really good work. Really good work to shift that old, stagnant energy, to move that energy in a way where it can be released and transformed, where you can remove the blocks to your power, to your desire, to your creativity, to being who God created you to be as a woman. So deep breaths in here and enter into total relaxation. And we'll end, I'll speak this psalm over you as a reminder of what's true, a reminder of how good your body and your root places are. You hem me in, behind and before, and lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it. Where shall I go from your spirit? Or where shall I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall overcome me, and the light about me be night, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as bright as day. The darkness is as light with you. For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb, and I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. So, dear ones, know that your root place, this place that holds your inner child and the woman that God created you to be, is so loved, so protected, so safe. And now is the time for healing, to begin to bring light, to bring your awareness, to bring your attention, your loving attention to this deep place within you. And just keep consenting to the work and power of the Spirit to heal. Grace and peace. Oh, and thank you again for practicing with me. Yay! I hope you enjoyed it. Here is where I invite you to subscribe, and I'll see you back on the mat soon.